वालेकुम माय सोशल मीडिया फैमिली। उम्मीद करती हूँ कि आप सब लोग हमेशा की तरह खुशबाश होंगे और हिफ्ज़ अमान के साथ होंगे। आज मैं रिएक्शन वीडियो करने वाली हूँ और रिएक्शन वीडियो किस पर है जनाब। मार्क वीन्स एक फॉरेनर है जो कि हमारे लाहौर में आए और आपको पता है कि लाहौर पाकिस्तान में है और आपको ये भी पता होना चाहिए कि लाहौर के बारे में ये बात मशहूर है कि जिनने लाहौर नहीं देखा ना और जमिया ही नहीं है। और ख़ास तौर पे जो लाहौर में आया उसने यहाँ की स्ट्रीट फूड अगर ट्राई नहीं की तो उसने कुछ भी ट्राई नहीं किया। तो चलिए मार्क वेन्स का एक्सपीरियंस कैसा रहा मैं आप लोगों के साथ शेयर करती हूँ और साथ साथ रिएक्ट करूंगी। तो स्टार्ट करते हैं, लेट्स स्टार्ट द वीडियो। मार्क वेन्स।
We're starting off for breakfast this morning at a place. It's called Paja Siri Pai.
Paja Siri Pai.
One of the most legendary places to eat a dish called Siri Pai.
Paja ये नाम है हमारा देसी नाम।
Trotters, goat feet, stewed.
How cute कह रहा है Paja.
But it smells incredibly good. Yeah, this is a place I'm very excited to eat at.
They're open 24 hours.
Yeah,
or
they open 24 hours. So they constantly making
Yummy.
it. For example, that one is made, and now they're again making it.
Never closes.
Never closes, exactly.
It's like a 1.5-meter diameter pan that's filled with this bubbles away like a pan of lava. And then he just continually kind of like stirs and sort of rehydrates those feet, which are elevated on a little podium. They have two different bowls you can order. One of them is with goat brains.
बहुत टेस्टी होती है। वेजिटेरियन लोगों को तो पता ही नहीं कि कितनी टेस्टी चीज़ है।
He puts them back into the swimming pool of bubbling cauldron of
लाहौर में आए और भज्जे के पाए ना खाएं हो ही नहीं
adds
सकता।
those to your bowl, and then finally again sprinkles it with some masala powder to finish it off. Oh, it smells incredible. Just coming upstairs because
Chaat
there's
masala.
nice light up here and they have a whole family dining section up here.
I want to say thank you.
Sure, yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. How was the series? Did you already eat?
आमतौर पे जो कंजस्टेड दुकानें हैं उनके ऊपर ही फिर उन्होंने सिटिंग अरेंजमेंट किया होता है।
We're not sure the story behind the heart-shaped naans, but they gave us some heart-shaped naans. Which one do you want to start with?
I will just go for
Heart-shaped
the
naan.
paya first.
Okay,
but
paya.
that's the main dish.
You can just see how thick that gravy is, and this is more like a stew. But then you see those just like kind of like gelatinous chunks of the entire chunks. Oh, and you can kind of, wow, that is jelly. That is jelly. Wow, that tastes just like straight up melted collagen and fat.
Fat lover's paradise, I would say.
Yeah, that's about right. The fat has been like boiled for so long that it's rendered down, so it's not like a layer of fat, but it's just like kind of been rendered into the sauce. It's like oozy. It's oozy, liquid
बहुत मजे के
ooze.
होते हैं। Yummy. Ooze.
Oh yeah, little. That
Little
looks like a little
boogie.
toe bone. It's so soft, like you would not need teeth to chew that. And let's move on over to the brain. And you can see the chunks of brain in here. And then again, it's that same stew. Looks like a nice little nugget of cottage cheese.
Mark,
Brain is awesome.
आप ही
So
कहोगे
creamy.
it's up to the mark.
It's so rich. But then it's like the creaminess is actually mellowed out by the richness of the stew. So you taste the rich fattiness of it on top of the rich fattiness of the brain. Richness on top of richness. Brain one
1300 rupees.
is amazing. That was very like comforting, a little on the fatty, oily side.
ये
to get
अंदरून
the
लाहौर है।
morning started, but I have to admit I really enjoyed the brain stew one. Okay, we're moving on.
ये पत्त तो नहीं होती।
कचक।
Chickpea.
Right outside of the restaurant, there's a man selling something called pot, and it just looks cool. So I just had to stop and get a piece. It's made from jaggery and made into like a little toffee.
वो टॉफी कह रही है, गचक है।
Seeds and peanuts on top.
गुड़ की बनती है, तिलों की बनती है और भी नट्स डालते हैं।
Yeah, that is like a toffee. There's like it sticks to your teeth. You taste that like brown
Brown
sugar taste
sugar.
to it, like a burnt caramelized sugar to it. Very good. Thank you.
इस तरह के लोगों से जो फॉरेनर्स आते हैं ना, यहाँ के लोग पैसे भी नहीं देते। क्या कमाल की यानी कि मेहमान नवाज लोग हैं।
We made it to the
Delhi
Delhi
Gate.
Gate, and I believe that there are 12 gates that you can enter within the walled city. But the entire walled city, it dates back to the year 1000, but then it was conquered during the Mughal Empire, and then it was really developed during that time. So a lot of the buildings, especially some of the mosques and the fort, were developed and built during the Mughal Empire. Something I love about the walled city is that it's just, it's a living museum. There's businesses, there's markets, there's restaurants, there's stalls, there's jewelry shops. It's just everybody going about their lives, but within this old, ancient section of the city surrounded by the wall. And we're gonna just walk around and
पुराने
explore
वक्तों में
now.
तो ये महल था इर्द गिर्द, लेकिन यहाँ पर अब बाजार बन चुका है क्योंकि लोगों ने अपने रोजगार के लिए अब शॉप्स बना लिए हैं.
Okay.
कटा हुआ अदरक.
Thank you.
You can sit here.
Perfect. Basically just entered the walled city and we're just starting to walk around, but we had to stop for a quick snack just because Ali saw it. It's a lentil stew with
ये
chicken
ऊपर
in it,
लिखा हुआ है
and then it's
वल्लाहु
served in
खैरुर
this
राज़िकीन,
giant
यानी कि
metal
अल्लाह हमारे
pan,
रिस्क में
and
और
he
इजाफा
seasoned
करे.
it with ginger, chilies, there's some mint on top of there, and then also a squeeze of seasoning masala. Oh, nice. Oh, and I think there's some fried shallots or garlic
मसाले
on
के
there
बगैर
too.
तो लाहौरी इनकम्प्लीट है.
Okay. Yeah, it's like way more flavorful and better than I expected. Not only do you have the yellow lentils in there, but also chickens. Then you got the ginger in there, the chilies has that like
हमारी लाहौरी
caramelized
हलीम.
like nuttiness to it. Oh man, that is good. I'm like seriously just pleasantly surprised. That's delicious.
One more. I couldn't
खाने का रिएक्शन करना बहुत मुश्किल है, मुंह में पानी आ रहा है.
Okay. Add desi ghee.
देसी घी का तड़का. आहा. ये गोल्डन ब्राउन प्याज, मिंट और धनिया,
I'm getting the
हरी
super
मिर्चें,
size. We were gonna stop at
Ginger,
that one small plate,
adrak,
but then he offered
और
to
मसाला.
give us a refill. Well, I couldn't resist because it's so good. Normally they have this Tupperware of seasoning here that you can season on your own normally, right? Yeah. But he seasoned it so perfectly. I asked him to season it again, this bowl for us again, because he knows what he's doing. And the owner just brought over a roti.
रोटी.
Oh man, he gave us a serious dosage of butter in this plate, and just I think what makes it for me is the ginger and the chilies.
Oh no.
At first I thought this was so good.
Roti just made it perfect.
At first this was just gonna be a little taste test, but
ढाबे जैसा खाना कहीं पे भी नहीं आपको
so
मिलेगा.
good.
5 स्टार में तो कभी भी नहीं मिलेगा.
They seasoned this one even better.
We just stopped here to take a few bites.
ढाबे का अपना एक टेस्ट है. आप बताइए कि आप इस बात से एग्री करते हैं कि नहीं करते.
I'm like blown away how good that is. Shukriya.
Hello.
शुक्रिया.
This is the shop. And oh yeah,
Uzi
like,
Halim.
we wanted to pay. He would not accept payment. He was so nice.
ओह, उन्होंने पैसे ही नहीं लिए. देखा, मैं कह रही थी ना.
Of the stew, and it's right across from the Wazir Khan Mosque. Known to
ये
be
है
one
जी
of the most
वज़ीर खान
beautiful
मॉस्क.
mosques in the walled city of Lahore. There's multiple sections of yellow and orange and blue, and then contrasting with the red brown bricks.
बड़े मेहमान नवाज हैं लाहौरी.
We might need to have this. We barely made it from the last thing we ate, and I just saw the overflowing cart, and he's serving dahi
I think
bala.
इनको
It
पेड़े
mainly
कहते हैं.
consists
वैसे
of
मैंने
these little
बहुत बार
fried
देखे, लेकिन
donuts,
मैंने
which is
खाया
made
नहीं
from
कभी.
dal
मैं नहीं
flour.
खाती
They
इसको
sort of
ना.
soak in a
ये
yogurt.
दाल के बनते हैं.
He puts them onto your plate, and then he adds on a number of chutneys. He adds on some onions and shredded cabbage. He adds on some more yogurt. Some of
पुदीने की
the
चटनी.
yogurt that has mint and
इमली और
cilantro
खुबानी की
within
चटनी.
it, and then you've got a full chat, a full snack. These are the fritters,
हाँ,
and
और
they're
ऊपर पापड़ी.
they're very spongy. They're kind of like saturated with the yogurt and juices. Oh yeah.
मार डालोगे
nice.
क्या? मुंह में पानी आ रहा है.
Oh,
आसान हो रही है.
It's so cool and refreshing, like almost like cornbready. but made from dal flour.
हर
Makes it
साल ना
like a
हमारे
lard,
जो
so it's
सिख
kinda like-
भाई
it's not
हैं
as dense
वो
as it
बहुत
looks,
आते हैं
so
यहाँ
it's more
पर
airy, and
लाहौर
then
के
when it's
अंदर
soaked up with
खुलेआम
the
यहाँ
yogurt,
बाजारों में घूम
it
रहे होते
is
हैं,
definitely
बड़ा मजा
soggy,
आता है और वो तो
but that's
खाना
what makes
खाते हैं
it
और
good.
सही
And then
तरीके
on
से वो
this
शॉपिंग
side,
करके जाते
there's
हैं
more of a
अनारकली से।
chutney, which I believe might be a sweeter chutney. Kind of tamarindy, or maybe apricot. I'm not totally sure. That's more of a sweet and sour kind of chutney. Maybe mango.
Oh, that's a big
पूरियाँ
Fatura.
We are not making it very far on this tour of the walled city, but that's
हलवा
okay.
पूरी
This is
का
what we came to
टेस्ट
do.
हो,
We
oh
didn't
my
came
God,
with
तो
no
उसे
plans
resist
so
ही
that
नहीं
we
कर
could just
सकता
walk
इंसान।
around and see what we found. But as we were eating that dahibala, which is actually right over the fence over there, they said we should come check out this uncle who is making it's a lentil chickpea stew.
Yeah.
He dips you out a little scoop of the curry when you order, and then he pairs it with a little bit of onions and cabbage, and then some of the achar, which is like a pickle. And it's served with it's like a puri, but it's the bigger size. It's called a
भटूरे हैं ये।
pitura. He twirls it in his finger to release it into the oil, but that's strategic. That's key, so that it lands in the oil and bobs in the oil perfectly, and then he just laps it with oil until it's perfectly golden and puffs up. I really want to get some of that
छोले
achar.
भटूरे।
That's what really looks like it stands out to me, and some of those vegetables as well. Kind of pick some of this
इनको
up.
चिकन छोले भी कहते हैं। यमी।
Oh, that's delicious.
भाई तो कितना खाएगा? लगता है कि पाकिस्तान का फूड इसे बहुत पसंद आ
You
गया।
have to eat it while it's hot and fresh so that it's crispy, yet like gooey on the inside. And then that stew is nicely creamy. You taste like the cinnamon, kind of like nutmeg flavor of it with that achar, which is kind of a little bit spicy and a little bit sour. Oh, that achar is amazing.
Achar is amazing. वो कह रहा है।
Assalamu alaikum.
अस्सलामु
The
अलैकुम।
bag for you at the back.
From here we are jumping into a
मेरे जो
rickshaw.
दूसरे भाई
and we're
बहन
gonna
भाई हैं
drive
जिनको
around,
नहीं
and I'm
पता
gonna
कि
get the front
अस्सलामु
seat
अलैकुम का
so
मतलब
that
क्या
I
है,
can
इसका
see the
मतलब
view
होता
and
है
film from out here.
आप पर सलामती हो।
Oh, it's okay here? Or maybe in the back, yeah.
और
maybe in the
वाह
back.
अलैकुम अस्सलाम का मतलब है जिसको कहा जा रहा है वो कहता है कि आप पर भी सलामती हो।
You guys okay back there?
Oh, we're perfect.
Okay,
Just a bit squeezed,
let's
but
go.
ये हमारा टिपिकल रिक्शा है लाहौर का और ये सारा अंदरून लाहौर तंग तंग गलियां हैं, बहुत पुराना ये शहर बना हुआ है। अंदरून लाहौर इसको इसीलिए कहते हैं।
Old Lahore. We are just navigating these streets. They are literally like just pedestrian lanes, and you just have to dodge around motorbikes and push carts and
वो पीछे चिंटी गुजरी है।
yeah, it's so great. I am loving this though. The people are friendly. The streets are just so vibrant and colorful. And there's so many fabrics. It's just like a never-ending
नेवर
market.
एंडिंग मार्केट क्योंकि गलियों में से बाजार बहुत सारे बाजार आते हैं यहाँ पर।
Yeah, it's okay.
और लोगों के बारे में वो कह रहे हैं कि बहुत ज़्यादा फ्रेंडली हैं और इसमें कोई शक नहीं है।
Minor crash, but all is okay. Hopefully the guy who got hit by the mirror is okay.
so Mark left the shop.
Quick stretch break. There's just an endless stream of mysterious alleys and lanes and just the wires and the buildings and just loads like this just going past.
कितना
It
वजन
really
उठा रहा है
is just never-ending fascination and excitement, and
ऐसे लोगों
you
की
can
हेल्प
just
करते
walk
रहना
around,
चाहिए।
you can
मेरा
look,
दिल
and
दुखता है।
people are friendly. You smell the aroma of food. We have no idea what's down this alley. We just had to. It just looks enchanting, so we had to come down this alley again, just filled with. It's just never-ending market. There's food. It's just bustling with people. There's probably homes and a community down here. Market stall after market stall of everything you could possibly ever want.
फ्रूट चाट, अनार, केला और अंगूर, चने,
Next up, we've just stumbled into fruit chaat.
चाट मसाला।
And so chaat is a type of snack, and then this is all from fruit. When you order, he dishes you a bowl, and then he sprinkles on some, I believe it's masala powder again. So this is a fruit snack, Lahori style.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's like a fruit salad.
वो इसको फ्रूट सैलेड कह रहा है लेकिन ये
You
चाट
got
है,
the
फ्रूट
pomegranate
चाट.
seeds in there, which you crunch on. Then you've got the banana, which is like creamy.
खुबानी और
Also,
इमली
just
की
mentioned that
चटनी.
it's apricot chutney, which is makes the sauce, which holds the whole fruit salad, the whole fruit chaat together. That is the secret. That's what makes it good. As he sells, he just keeps on mixing it so it stays fresh like that. And then just counterbalanced with that just slight tinge of the masala powder. It's like fruit salad with a apricot jam milkshake all together in one. Oh, and I just noticed there's chickpeas in here too.
मुंह में पानी
But
आ
they're
रहा है.
crunchy chickpeas.
चाट कहाँ से लाऊं?
Thank you. Thank you so much. Shukriya. Thank you. Shukriya.
शुक्रिया.
Shukriya. Thank you, buddy. Oh man, people are so amazing. Oh, actually Ying is back in the tuk-tuk. Oh, hi Ying. And we're just walking, but they're following us. You feel like you're in a totally different world walking around this walled city in Lahore. It's spectacular.
रिक्शे वाले के साथ.
We're jumping back into the rickshaw and we're on our way to go eat lunch.
जिन्हें लॉर्ड नहीं वेख्या और जमिया ही नहीं.
For lunch, we've
Dhaba
stopped at a
restaurant.
dhaba. This is a local restaurant which has a selection of different dishes. They have curries.
This is
they
the
have
real
different
dhaba.
rice dishes. They have an assortment of dal and chickpeas. And so you
Chicken.
can come to the front, you order your different dishes, and then they have a seating section. But we got the permission to come into the kitchen to watch him as he assembles some of the dishes. And I think he actually takes some of the dishes which are already pre-cooked, and then he heats them in a karahi, in a rounded pan. Before you order them, and add some more like chili. Actually, I think that must be ghee.
वो तंदूर में रोटी लगा रहे हैं और उनकी स्पीड जरा चेक करें. वाओ, इट्स अमेजिंग.
Look at those skills. I was busy watching the chef as he cooked the curries and prepared the curries, but right behind me, the roti making station, the tandoori oven, and he is flying. He literally like hammers it, like drum rolls it with his fingers. Then he flaps it in his hands right onto the pillow in literally like 3 seconds.
3 seconds.
It's within the tandoor oven. That is some skill.
आई थिंक ये खुशबू के लिए है.
Wow. I wanted to stand there and watch him make the roti all afternoon, but okay, the food is almost coming. We chose 4 different items, and then he stewed them up. He cooked them up.
ढाबा
So
की सारी dishes.
he like boils them again, so that makes them hot and fresh again. And then some of the fastest made, some of the 3-second roti. I gotta scoop in for that liver first. That liver there. Oh yes. And then also I want to grab that chili if I can. Cheers.
ढाबे का अपना ही मज़ा है. जो टेस्ट वो लोग बनाते हैं ना, ऐसा टेस्ट आपको 5 स्टार में तो हो ही नहीं सकता कभी मिले. ग्रेवी खास तौर पे कितनी थिक है.
It's so creamy, and that sauce is so rich, and just like the spices.
और अभी ये लाहौर की किसी अच्छी जगह पे नहीं गए. ये
This is a type of
धुले
dal
माश की
that's
दाल
lentil.
है. मैं इसको वाइट दाल कहती हूँ. अभी ये सिर्फ वॉल जो है ना, वॉल्ड सिटी से अंदर अंदरून जो लाहौर है वहाँ पर सिर्फ
You can
घूम
feel the
रहे हैं.
texture of them in this version. I'm gonna go in for some of that
Chicken.
chicken curry. Oh, that's so warm and fluffy. The chicken curry also, it's rich, but it doesn't taste too oily. It does have that like floating layer of butter on top. But then the curry is almost milky tasting, like creamy tasting. Okay, and then we got one more dish, which is a vegetable dish with, looks like there's some potatoes and
ये
peas.
है जनाब आलू
Oh,
मटर.
actually it's turnip. Turnip. It's turnip. Oh, I thought it was potato, but it's actually turnip. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, that's delicious. You taste that like bitter earthiness of the turnip, but it's cooked down. It's so soft, kind of like a roasted cinnamony taste to it. And finally, some
Raita?
yogurt for cooling.
with cucumber.
cucumber.
That turnip is amazing. Okay, I gotta try that liver again.
Yummy, 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 yummy.
Creaminess of that liver.
अब चाय की बारी. खाना खाओ और चाय ना पियो, ये तो हो ही नहीं सकता. आप लोग चाय के एडिक्ट हैं या नहीं बताइएगा ज़रूर कमेंट सेक्शन में. आहा. और चाय की जो आप इसे बार बार इसकी धार सी बनाते हैं ना, वही इसको स्पेशल बनाता है. इसके अंदर ना एक थिकनेस आती है चाय में.
The 3-second roti maker, all of the Pakistani curries, and then the tea at the front, where he whips it up, he mixes the milk, he puts in the tea, he stirs it up, and then the best part is
आप
he
उसकी
puts it
प्रैक्टिस
into your
देखें कि
glass,
साइड से
and he
कप
pours
गंदा
it
नहीं
from a
होगा.
high elevation, so it gets that bubbly, frothy layer, just
Creamy
creaminess
chai.
on top. And this is actually
दूध
not
पत्ती.
chai, this is doodh patti, which is just milk with tea in it.
उसने
So
दूध
just
को
milk,
ड्यूट
no
लिख दिया.
water. Oh yeah, oh that suits. That's like creamy in the perfect kind of way. It is milky, and then you just got that dark, strong black tea flavor.
इसे कहते हैं ड्राइवर्स वाली कड़क चाय.
That's perfect, actually perfect. Nice to meet you.
850 बिल बना है, देखिए ना
That
होने के
was great.
बराबर.
This is a really local spot. Oh man, those curries were great. That tea. Thank you.
मैं रिक्शा बाहर खड़ा.
Lunch was a success. This is our ride. Yes. And we're off.
अब लाहौर की गलियों से बाहर की है जी मीनारे पाकिस्तान.
After lunch, we drove over to Lahore Fort, and it dates back when Lahore was the Mughal capital.
वो बादशाही
And the
मॉस्क
fort
है.
is now a UNESCO World Heritage Site. I think they are negotiating for a horse carriage. We're gonna get on a horse carriage, I think. Yeah. And I have the privilege of riding shotgun. Excellent.
टांगा.
The breeze is cool, the ancient buildings, look at all of the birds. So many birds, that's something that you will notice being in Lahore. But Ali definitely has the right idea. His hop on
लोग दाना फेंकते हैं, सत्ते का गोश्त फेंकते हैं, उसकी वजह से बर्ड्स बहुत ज़्यादा घूम रहे होते हैं. वैसे भी शाम को बर्ड्स आपको आसमान पे लाहौर में बहुत ज़्यादा नजर आएंगे.
Right at
Sunset.
the entrance of the fort, actually, there's one of the largest, oldest mosques. There's also a Sikh temple and a Hindu
Sikh यहाँ पर
temple
आते हैं
right
हर
all
साल.
next to each other.
गुरु नानक के मानने वाले.
We made it to Badshahi Mosque, and this is
बादशाही मॉस्क भी यहीं पर
again
है.
built in the Mughal Empire. It's one of the most iconic mosques, and right across, that's the fort over there. But we are gonna go into the mosque here. It's just the facade is in the front. We're gonna climb the steps. It's
यहाँ पे शर्त होती है कि आप जूता पहन के नहीं जा
massive
सकते.
courtyard, and this is where you
बादशाही
enter in
मॉस्क
the
है, ये
front
बहुत
here,
बड़ी
and
है,
then in
बहुत
the front
वास्ट है.
there's the
अब यहाँ पे लोग
triple
निकाह वगैरह की
domes. The domes are
तकरीब करते हैं,
huge, and
मतलब
right now
निकाह
as
के
the
लिए
sun is
आते
going
हैं
down
यहाँ
in the
पर,
afternoon,
नमाज पढ़ने
the
के लिए
sun is
आते हैं.
right behind the dome. Yeah, the Mughal architecture.
मुगल्स ने बनाई
What I
थी.
really like is just the contrast. Right now the sun is just shining off the red orange mud color, and then in the distance you've got the brown and like colorful colors of Lahore and the old city, of the old walled city. Wow, this is spectacular.
ड्रोन शॉट्स बड़े जबरदस्त हैं.
So we've come to the end of the day. This has been an amazing day in Lahore, exploring especially the old walled city. I will have all the information in the description box below of everything that we did. I want to say a massive thank you to Ali from Landmark Communications and Pakistan Travel Mart. He's the one who invited us to Pakistan, so if it wasn't for Ali, I wouldn't have been able to make it to Pakistan, so thank you, Ali.
Thank
So
you.
that's it. I'm going to end the video now. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please remember to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. And if you're
जी तो दोस्तों ये वीडियो आप लोगों ने देखा, मुझे तो बहुत ज़्यादा पसंद आया क्योंकि हम तो इस शहर में रहते हैं और हमें तो बहुत अच्छा लगता है, बहुत प्यारा लगता है. गो कि हम लोग लाहौर के थोड़े पोश एरिया में रहते हैं और ये जो अंदरून लाहौर है इसको बहुत कम एक्सप्लोर करने का मौका मिलता है। लेकिन जब फॉरनर्स आते हैं और वो लाहौर को इतना पसंद करते हैं, ख़ासतौर पे हर साल जब सिख यात्री आते हैं यहाँ पर, पिलग्रिम्स आते हैं, तो मैं उनको मिलने के लिए ज़रूर जाती हूँ और उनका जो एक्सपीरियंस होता है ऑसम होता है। एक बात बड़ी इंपॉर्टेंट है कि लोग पाकिस्तान के बारे में कहते हैं कि शायद पाकिस्तान कोई सेफ कंट्री नहीं है, शायद यहाँ पर जिस तरह पोर्ट्रे किया जाता है उस तरह नहीं है, लेकिन ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है। यहाँ पर लोग बहुत लवली हैं। इवन कि आप कहीं पर खाना खाने जाते हैं तो वो आपसे पैसे नहीं लेते, आप शॉपिंग करते हैं वो आपसे पैसे नहीं लेते। मतलब आप यकीन करेंगे कि यहाँ पर पाकिस्तान के अंदर नॉर्दर्न एरियाज में जब मैं जाती हूँ तो वहाँ पर लोग बता रहे होते हैं कि नॉर्दर्न एरिया से भी जो लोग आ रहे होते हैं ऑलमोस्ट लोग उनसे भी पैसे नहीं ले रहे होते। और यकीन करें कि पाकिस्तान का यही हुस्न है, यही कल्चर है, यही खूबसूरती है और यही प्यार है जिसको हमें और बढ़ावा देना है। तो वो नफ़रतें जो लोग फैलाते हैं ना, उस नफ़रत से बस नफ़रत कीजिए। इसी के साथ मैं आप लोगों से चाहूँगी इजाज़त। अगर आप लोग को ये अच्छा लग रहा है रिएक्शन तो ज़रूर बताइएगा। चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना हरगिज़ मत भूलिएगा। साथ में जो बेल आइकन है उसे भी प्रेस कर लें ताकि टाइमली नोटिफिकेशंस आप तक पहुँच सके। अपना बहुत बहुत ख्याल रखिएगा। अल्लाह निगहबान।